still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hello everyone and happy Sunday. It is Ashley Jamerson from Ashley Lambert Realty, and if you notice, obviously you've noticed, I'm behind a day again, and I'm beginning to think that I might be an every other day Vlogmas type of person, because either I feel like my days are not that interesting or I just don't have time. So it's like either or, I just don't have time to film. So yesterday was awesome. I started the day out updating some YouTube content that I have. I had to go back and fix some tags and descriptions and things like that. I've been watching a lot of videos on optimizing my channel, so I go into 2020 really strong. I am still tracking down 3,000 subscribers, so if you have not subscribed yet, please do me a favor and help me get to 3,000 subscribers. It was on my vision board for 2019, and I would like to get that accomplished this year. I think I am 18 subscribers away. Now, if you are subscribed, don't go unsubscribe and make me cry. So like, let's just keep it subscribed at least until 2020. So if you remember from my video on Friday, my daughter and I went out and we were showing property after Lowe's. The house was impeccably beautiful, but funny story, we ran into some permit problems that didn't make her feel comfortable. She went in, wrote a strong, super strong offer, and it got accepted. So yesterday was a great day because she went under contract, and then today was the opposite of that because she called me and said that she decided to rescind her contract, which you don't really rescind a contract, you rescind an offer and you terminate a contract. So the seller's agent and I are working through this to make sure that there's a win-win for everybody. But whenever you write an offer on a house, it is accepted, and more than likely if you're working with me, I make sure you write a really strong offer, so more than likely it's going to get accepted. So be prepared for that. This is the second time this has happened with this client of mine, where strong offer going in, it gets accepted, and then she backs away. So awesome woman, super sweet, but I can't work with her anymore because I feel like maybe I just don't know what she wants. And whenever you have a client, you have to make sure that you can work for that client, work on behalf of that client. And again, it's like a win-win between my client and I. So if I take time away from my other clients and my family and my crafts and things like that, then I need to make sure that my client and I are on the same page and I can fulfill their end goal of getting a house. So that business relationship is over, but you know, she calls me and wants to have coffee or lunch. I'm down with that because she's a really sweet woman. Other than that, I am actually in Lincolnton, Lincoln County, Lincolnton, and I just finished showing an all brick ranch home to a person who obviously found me on YouTube. Super excited to work with him. Lincolnton is full of USDA approved houses. So if you are interested in a USDA home, or if you have if you've been approved with a USDA loan, Lincolnton's really cute. I got here from the North Charlotte area, like North Lake-ish area, in 38 minutes, and I tend to drive a little bit like Miss Daisy at times. So yeah, so 38 minutes away from North Charlotte, probably 55 minutes away from Uptown, depending if you continue down 485. But it's not bad. He's going to be able to get a ton of land, all brick house, 2-car garage. The roof is fairly new, the HVAC is fairly new. So really, really cute house, really cute find for him. I have to, of course, head home now and finish up some things on the terminated contract, make sure all that is solidified and done. Prep for the week. Of course, my prepping consists of folding all the clothes that my husband so lovingly washed, which is a lot of clothes because we apparently change our socks every 10 minutes in our house. So have to fold tons of clothes, pull out all the outfits for the week, do all of my planning for the week. I have, of course, 2 closings, one of which got moved from last week into next week. If this home goes under contract, process that file, make sure I put that time on my calendar. I have some business planning things to do. I have some coaching stuff I have to finish up, like coaching homework I have to finish. The binding for my great aunt's quilt came in on like Wednesday, but I still haven't bound her quilt yet, and I need to do that. And then this morning I finished the last of my daughter's African Queen blocks for her quilt for Christmas. So I'll probably start laying those out and like planning the quilt and start sewing that together. Of course, while watching my guilty pleasure of 90 Day Fiance. So a pretty busy evening planned. Because of Friday's surprise showing and drafting of the offer, we did not go out and see any Christmas lights. So I'm hoping that we either get it together and go to Carolyn's this evening, or we at least go through Macadamville. I'll put the name right here. You can say it yourself and figure it out. But we'll probably drive through there for sure. Something holiday-ish tonight. This morning, we watched Noelle, and that movie is so cute. So if you have Disney Plus, or if you've seen it before, the movie is adorable, and I'm such a cheesehead. I almost cried when Santa's outfit finally fit her. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. She grew into that, so it's really awesome. It sort of kind of made me think about the moment when I realized that I'm a good realtor. So what happened was that she became Santa, and she was really questioning herself. You know, it was a lot of pressure on her to become Santa. And then people around her showed their appreciation, and they were saying, you know, you're awesome and things like that. And then it gave her the confidence and the motivation to, you know, deliver all them toys and presents and things like that. So I'm definitely not Santa, but there are times when you're a real estate agent where you question, like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself? No, I'm kidding. But there are times where you, as a realtor, you run into situations where you have to walk that fine line of really caring about your client and their outcome, but leaving your feelings and stuff out of it, and not being tied to the outcome for selfish reasons. For example, when my client decided that she did not want this house, or even the last house that she terminated the contract on, of course my job is to educate her, motivate her to buy, keep her in line with her budget, and remind her of her wants and needs and things like that. But ultimately, if she decides she no longer wants the house, I can't selfishly like keep on pushing her. I have to like draft all the paperwork and terminate the contract for her, because that's my duty as an agent. And then and I have to be okay with not having that person as a client, or that particular contract not working out because it didn't fit their needs and their wants, or their scenario or whatever. But yeah, every time you watch a movie, you could probably find some way that, you know, something that you take away. Like I call it a nugget, and that was just the nugget. Like growing into the shoes of something great is a lot of responsibility and a lot of pressure at times. So of course I'm in my car. I have to trek back to Charlotte and start working on this offer. One of the things that I'm going to do, because it is the holiday season, is I have to circle up with the lender to make sure that all of the dates on the due diligence period line up, as well as the closing date, because USDA is a different type of product and people are taking vacations. Obviously we have Christmas, but we also have Hanukkah. We have Three Kings night or something like that. I forget the name of it, but we have that coming up. A lot of people take off work. So some people take their days off before Christmas and then go back to work right after Christmas. Some people take the whole week off. And so when you're doing inspections and appraisals, you really have to accommodate for everything that's going on in everyone's lives right now. Me personally, I'm not going to be doing any appointments with clients after this week. So this week I'm doing the 2 closings, and of course I have like 13 13 or 14 people under contract. So obviously I'll be processing those files and checking up on those houses and things like that, but I'm not taking on any new clients for 2 weeks, just to catch up, plan, get things in order for 2020 so I can really hit the ground running, and so I can also take a mental break and focus on my family and finishing up all the homemade gifts that everyone will be receiving this year. So I've mentioned before that I'm making little cute bags for the teachers. There's 4 teachers total, but there's this really awesome lady, I don't even know her name, but she's always so nice and cheerful in the bus line. So I'm going to give her the same gift that I'm giving the teachers. And then I have to, of course, finish my daughter's quilt, but she also wants some flower crowns. When we went to the Renaissance Festival this year, she got a flower crown and she loved it. So I'm going to make her like 5 of those and put them in a nice little gift basket for her. And so she, you know, so she has them from her mama. And I had to do my son's quilt as well. He's getting a quilt this year. So it's really awesome. I'm so thankful that I finally have a Bernina sewing machine at home, because it has that BSR attachment, which is like a stitch regulator. So I can free motion quilt all of my quilts at home, and I don't have to go to We're So Creative and do all of my long arm free motion quilting there. So that's a lot, but I'm excited. This week is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to rocking it out, and I am currently listening to the GSD Mode podcast, which is awesome. I always feel motivated when I listen to these podcasts. So that's what I'm listening to on the way home, and I will check in with you guys later. Hopefully. If not, you'll just see the video posted at the end. So yeah, I may check in later. Bye.